Okay. Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. Myself Ashwin, and BISP Solutions is a tech company provide technological solutions across the world. Now this is our day 26 and we have already learned so many things in a project, right? In a implementation project we have seen, then we have seen the role of BA, then we have seen what type of documents are created. Okay, now today again I am going to show you the complete end-to-end walkthrough, right? This is important. Today's session is important because in this we are going to see some very important points. Okay, so today's topic is end-to-end walkthrough NetSuite project from discovery to UAT. Now again, I think last 4 days we have been discussing on Python. Okay, now today we are going to see about the NetSuite project. Okay, so NetSuite project from discovery to UAT. Now what is this discovery? You might be thinking, what is this discovery interview, or sorry, discovery meeting? So what is a NetSuite implementation project? First of all, let me explain you what is a NetSuite implementation project. A NetSuite is a cloud ERP with modules like O2C, P2P, R2R, CRM, inventory, and many more. There are so many things. Now a NetSuite project includes requirement gathering, configuration, customization, testing and training. Now let me give you the scenario first, then only we can understand this. Let's suppose a company is using any application, not the NetSuite, any other application like Python application, Python software, anything. Now for the last 20 years they have been using that, and now they want to switch from that application to NetSuite because their business has grown and they are having so many subsidiaries, and they are having their branches in many countries, all these things. Now they are trying to switch to NetSuite. Now in this NetSuite project, it includes like requirement gathering first. For example, I am a business analyst, and first of all I will have a meeting that is called discovery meeting. In that I will explain them, okay, what NetSuite can do and what all these things can do, right? Then second is the taking the sign off and all these things, and then finally requirement gathering begins. This is the very first step. Now in this requirement gathering, then the configuration, and then the customization, and then testing and training. So focus of this session is BA functional journey across phases. That means business analyst functional journey across the phases. This is what we are going to see here. Now let's see here again. Let's come here in our yes. Now see, discovery phase. Discovery phase means understanding the business. For example, I am a business analyst, and suppose our company has got one client, and that client is based from any other city, right? Now first of all, I will just understand the requirements, exactly what they are doing, right? Understanding the business. So we will first conduct a kickoff meeting with client. Okay, kickoff meeting means from today our meeting starts. Okay, so now suppose I'm giving you the idea of one project. In one of my project, they have started a kickoff meeting, and then after that every meeting was recorded and it is maintained somewhere, that what type of meeting it was. Okay, so similarly here, conduct a kickoff meeting with client. Okay, identify business processes and pain points, exactly what business they are doing and what are the pain points. Then gather details about current ERP or manual process, organization structures, and the reporting needs. See, whenever we work on any project or whenever we work for a company, so first of all I need to understand exactly how many members are working there, how big is that company, and in that organization what is the structure. For example, let me give you 2 different examples. In one organization, suppose the registrar, or we can say the sales supervisor or the manager or anyone, right? SVP, senior vice president, they are having their structural hierarchy, and in another company they might be having their different hierarchy. Okay, now, so that is why our in this first discovery meeting, what we do first, we collect the information. First of all, we collect the information, then we understand exactly what type of organization is this, right? Then what type of organization is this, then what is the current ERP or manual processes they are using, whether they are using any manual process or only they are dependent on their application, what type of task they are doing right now, right? That is what we need to understand. Then you can see here the organization structure, reporting needs. Now what type of reporting they need, what type of reports they need, weekly reports, monthly reports, yearly reports, anything. Then we will see here documents prepared, what type of documents are prepared. So first of all, BA interview notes, okay, then process flow diagrams, and then the stakeholder and access matrix. Now here you will see the BA interview notes. Exactly what BA interview note means, whatever the outcome is received, in that case the business analyst will note down all this conversation between held between both of them, and then he will document it, right? So that is why document prepared means what? BA interview notes, first of all, whatever the business analyst has given the information or he is taking the information, right? So BA interview notes, then process flow diagrams, yes, as is and to be. Okay, then process flow diagram explains that, okay, how the process will work and from where the data will be traveling. Then stakeholders list and access matrix. Now stakeholders list, that is fine if it is not available, right? But access matrix, right? What is the access matrix? So you can see here the stakeholder list we will demand from them, and what is the access matrix? That means who will have the access of what, right? So you have to get the information from them. Okay, so most of the times these are the standard process. Now you will see here, let's come to the next point. Now requirement gathering phase. Now in this requirement gathering phase, what happens? So conduct workshops with process owners. Now conducting workshop with process owners means, like, because suppose if the company is working in two shifts and one person works in daytime and another worker works in night shift, right? So you have to check all these things, right? Requirement gathering phase, like conduct workshops with process owners, O2C, P2P, finance, and collect both functional requirements, approve workflow, and non-functional requirements, browser access, security, all these things. And then prepare a BRD, first BRD, then gap analysis, fit gap analysis, right? So here you will see, prepare a business analyst a business requirement document. We have already discussed this in depth. Okay, so gap analysis means as is and to be, so whatever is there currently and what they want. Now process mapping diagrams. Here you have to draw the processes also. So you have to design the flow charts, and then use cases and user story, right? Use cases and user story. So these are the things which are required, right? Which we need to do. Okay, so now just a second. Yes, now requirement gathering phase means, first of all, see, if I am given the task like collect the information, so what I will do, I will just first take the list of uh, owners of the process, and then I will conduct a meeting with all of them one by one. Then whatever I receive from their information, whether it's a functional or the non-functional, functional means approval workflow, whatever the process, non-functional means like browser access, what was the security. So these are the information that I will collect, and then after that preparing means whatever the documents they want you to prepare. So this will also be written in the MOM. Okay, minutes of meetings. Okay, now this was all about the information gathering phase, right? Now second phase starts with solution design phase. Now see, first of all, I have taken all the information from you. After that I will start, once you sign in, and then once you have given your signature and the project is ready. Okay, project is ready to start. So in that case, what will I do? First, second phase is like solution design phase. Collaborate with the solution architect and tech team, right? Configure standard NetSuite workflow and form. Okay, identify customization. Okay, what type of customization they want, right? And then after that, you will see here the suite flows, workflows, they will also you have to create, and then custom fields and records. Okay, now document, what type of document we need, what type of document we need, that is we need to create, that is functional requirement document and the workflow document. Okay, so functional requirement document is there, workflow design document, and then workflow diagrams, then integration mapping if any. So integration mapping means, let me explain you once again. Suppose there are 20,000 records which are downloaded. Okay, so we need to manage the workflow also, that after how many times the remaining people will get the opportunity. Okay, so in this way, workflow diagram, integration mapping, all these things will be mapped in the integration mapping. Okay, now configuration and development. Okay, now configuration and development. Now what is this configuration and development? Now see here, configuration second phase. Look at this first. Requirement gathering is the first phase, then solution design phase, and then configuration and development. Now this configuration and development, this is the another phase in which NetSuite team has to work, right? So like configuration and development, NetSuite teams begins. Okay, NetSuite team begins. Now field creation, role based permission, workflow configuration, all these things are done, right? Then you will see developers start. Okay, so now integration setup, and then BA ensures development start, right? Development will start. Now BA ensures requirements are followed regularly, status, right? Regular status meeting with client and issues logged in Jira or Confluence. So let me explain you once more. See, configuration and development department is the actual department in which the technical consultant comes in the picture. Okay. Now, if you see here, NetSuite team begins. Now, NetSuite team begins means like we are talking about technical field. So, field creation, role-based permission, workflow configuration. So, all these things are written there. Then you will see here the developers start. Okay, script creation. Developers start means our developers has already been started. Now script creation and then integration setup, right? So in this integration setup we need to work with RESTlet also, right? RESTlet is the best example, right? Then BA ensures what requirements are fulfilled, regular status meeting with client, and issues logged in Jira or Confluentials. Okay, so issue logged in Jira. Okay, now let's see this. Here what we are going to do, first a testing phase. Let me show you with an example first. For example, let's take a company wants to switch to NetSuite. Okay, so this was one example. Let me discovery phase. Now what is done in discovery phase? Convince. Okay, convince the client first. Then we come on the next phase, that is requirement gathering. Now requirement gathering also we have discussed a lot, right? Today I am going to show you the overview of everything so that it will be a revision for you, right? So now you will see convince the client. Okay, that is fine. Then requirement gathering. Okay, now here requirement gathering, what happens in this, there might be whatever the module that you are given, that is another thing, but in business analyst point of view, the whole project he needs to understand, right? So requirement gathering, conduct a workshop with process owners. Okay, that is fine. Collect both, right? Functional requirements also and non-functional requirements also. Okay, then you will see preparation of what type of documents. One is the business requirement document, another is gap analysis document in which as is and is as or to be. Okay, now you will see here as is, right? Fit gap analysis, then process mapping diagram. Okay, that is fine. Now let's come to the solution design phase. Now in this solution design phase, first of all, the company, what company will do? Suppose the company is having like 2000 of license or customers, not license, or customers. The company is having this type of customers are there. Now these are the documents which are very few I am showing you, otherwise there is a bunch of documents that you will have to create in this project. Okay, now here you will see document, workflow design and diagrams and integration mapping. Okay, now in this configuration also you have to install the software, right? So then only we will start working on it. Now you can see here regular requirements are followed. Okay, regular status meeting with client. Okay, issues log in Jira or Confluential, right? Now you will see here the another phase is testing phase. Now in this testing phase, what happens? First of all, whatever you have created, that is tested by the developer. Correct? So the developer, the testing phase, the testing will not be allowed, right? So testing phase is most important. Now just one second. Yes, now you can see here the test case scenario and the now how it is performed. First of all, we create a test case scenario, then the test cases, then the sample tested data. Now conduct internal QA and fix the bugs. So you have to conduct an internal QA, quality analysis check, and then fix the bugs. Now move to the UAT environment. Now train key users before UAT. See what happens. First of all, suppose in my NetSuite project also, what we used to do in the last few projects, first of all we were trying to convince them, right? Train the key users. So first of all, conduct an internal QA meeting and then fix the bugs, then move to UAT environment, train key users before UAT, coordinate UAT execution by client, right? Ensure sign off from key stakeholders, record test results. Okay, so guys, this was the testing phase. Now BA deliverables from discovery to UAT. Now what is this? What BA deliverables? So one is the kickoff summary meeting. Okay. Now BA deliverables from discovery to UAT. That means from the point where discovery meeting held, right? So after this discovery meeting, who will communicate? So first is the kickoff summary, then the BRD FRD, then the process flow, and now the fit gap analysis, UAT test scripts, right? And then RTM requirement traceability matrix, then the weekly status report and issue logs. Now you will see here weekly status reports and issue logs. These are some few types of reports. Now see here, what is the summary? What is the summary of all these things? The summary is NetSuite projects are phased. Okay, discovery, gather, design, configuration, and then testing. BA is the bridge between the business users and the technical team. Okay, key documents. Okay, so BRD, FRD, use cases. Okay, so use cases, flows, and then end goal, deliver a solution that is tested, approved, and business ready. Okay, so guys, this was all about. Now let me give you one example first, right? For example, there is one company. Now let's take a real life example. Now see here, okay. So first of all we will communicate with them. Okay, now what I will do first, I will just take okay, so take a discovery meeting, MOM. Okay, so take the discovery meeting, then take sign off. Taking the sign off, okay, and then okay. Now start the project. Now after starting the project, what you need to do, look at this. Discovery phase, this is fine, and then requirement gathering. Now the phase comes requirement gathering. Okay, just 1 second. Right, so Google, just a second. Yes, here, look at this. So what I will do next, designing. Look at this. Yes, solution design document, right? So solution design phase. Now there is one more phase, that is solution design. For example, if something is going not correctly, right, in any shop, so I can first of all I have to understand exactly what their business goals are, what are their students doing, right, and on the basis of that you can take the further steps. Now identify the customization. Okay, and neither we are, so in this way what we need to do first, look at this here, design and development, right? So customization, then okay, so printing page, customization is done. Okay, then look at this. For example, in a print page they want some modification. Now after that, then we will see here, look at this, functional requirement. These are the documents that I have to prepare. After that we will see here configuration and development. Configuration means NetSuite team begins and they will start working on technical part. Developer status, developers are also started. Then we have to check that integration what is that integration part, right? Integration setup. If it is in India, so the see, every company wants different things, right? So that is why configuration and development both are different things. Okay, configuration and development. So NetSuite team begins. First of all, identify exactly what type of role. Okay. Now configuration and development. Okay, so NetSuite team begins with field creation, role-based permissions, workflow configurations. Developers start script using internship, right? So now developer starts, and then the BA ensures what requirements are fulfilled. Okay, so developer start, and then BA ensures requirements are followed, right? So requirements are allowed, require status as, right? So requirement status is like requirements are followed. Okay, so in this way requirements are followed, right? Regular status meetings with client. Okay, then the issue log in Jira, right? Now what our next step is testing phase, right? So testing phase, see, in techno functional phase, the person does not hesitate, right? Now in this way you can see the create, first of all, testing phase. Now in this testing phase, what happens, first of all, in the testing phase, first of all, you have to create the record. So UAT test scenario, test cases, and sample test data, all these things will be given to you. Okay, and we have to do the testing, then conduct internal QA. Now you can see, first of all, create. Okay, fine. Conduct internal QA, fix the bugs, purpose, that is fine. Move to AI UAT environment, then the train key users, right? Train key users become before UAT, then coordinate UAT execution by client, right? And then record test results. So BA deliverables from discovery to UAT. One is the kickoff meeting, that he has to conduct all meetings. Then the BRD FRD, as the BRD and FRD becomes perfect, but somewhere here it is written like process flow diagrams, fit gap analysis. Okay, so kickoff meeting, BRD FRD, and then the process flow, and then fit gap analysis. Okay, UAT test case scenario, right? Scenario. Now RTM, requirement traceability matrix. I have already explained you requirement traceability matrix. What is that, right? So weekly status reports and issue logs. Okay, okay, so weekly status reports and issue logs. Now, yes, okay, so now we will start with the summary. What we learned from this today's session: NetSuite projects are phased: discovery, gather, then design, then configuration, and then test. BA is the bridge between business users and technical team. Okay, so this is the summary part. BA is the bridge, then key docs is like a BRD, FRD. These are the common documents, right? Use cases, flows, UAT scripts, and end goal is to deliver a solution that is tested, approved, and business ready. Okay, so guys, you can see here we have today seen the complete end-to-end picture, right? End-to-end picture means like when the company will calls you, right? When the company approaches your company, so four persons or four technical team persons will go with the boss also, right? Same thing is here, right? So there are different teams working there, right? So that is why you can see here, right? It required traceability matrix, and then you can see end goal, that is the business drivers, a solution that is tested, approved, and business ready. So okay guys, today we will stop here only, right? And we have already done it so many times in our previous sessions also, right? And if anybody having any doubt, then put down in the comment box. I will be there to resolve your query, right? So guys, those who have not subscribed my channel, right? So guys, tomorrow we will see some other new topics, right? Thank you guys, thanks for attending the webinar. Thank you.